Welcome back to another video, and this particular video is a part 2 of the Congo Cross video that I did the last time, and I just want to complete this whole um, street, and then ultimately I'll end at Lumley. But this is exactly where I'll start this video today, and we'll continue as I'll just switch the camera around and show you guys exactly where I am at. So I am presently at both the blind and the deaf school. This is the multi school for the blind and the deaf. That is exactly where I am at, and this is where I will start because the video that I did the last time of the walkthrough of the Congo Cross, I think as I stopped at UN Drive, I think that was where I stopped the last video. But the reason that I stopped there because just next after UN Drive was our nation's armed forces, the headquarters was where exactly it was at, but I had to stop or pause the video until I had completed their compound and then try to continue the video. So where their compound ends, I think it is at the deaf school is where their compound ends. I think our nation's headquarters and the deaf school have fences side by side. So that is where I started the video today, but I'll just try and pan the camera around so you guys can see exactly where I started. That was where I started, and these are some of the shops and other enterprises that are on the other side of the road. So we'll start the walk, and then ultimately the destination for this video is we're going to end at Lumbly, the roundabout if possible, but for now this is where we are, and that is the Wilkinson Road bypass. As you guys can see, that is the Wilkinson Road bypass, and this road leads down to Cockrell North, which I think you can see the Aberdeen at the distance. But we continue the video. I think this compound, I think it houses one of the headquarters of one of our country's telecoms provider, which is QCell. Shout out to you guys, and yeah, we continue. So this other compound, I think there is a car repair shop and a car dealership inside. I think it is called the John Michael Motors. I think this particular company has been here for a very long. I think it was here early 2000s. Let's say yeah, early 2000s. This particular company was here, and it is still there. I think now they sell both, I think, original brand new Honda bikes and other car accessories. But this is the compound. I think it is now called Honda John Michael Motors. That is the garage. So I'll just pause and show you guys. That is the compound, John Michael Motors. I think there are original brand new Honda bikes that are for sale inside, and I think they also repair high-end vehicles. But yeah, and just like other areas or other sides of the country, most of the buildings at this particular road, the downstairs are usually shops or enterprises, if not the whole building. But as we go along, I will try and show you guys or describe to you guys some of the buildings or establishments that are at this particular main road. Like I said initially, this is a part 2 or a continuation of the Wilkinson Road video that I did the last time, but we'll see if we'll be able to end the video as Lumbly, as that is the destination for today's video. This is Palmer Drive. I think it goes all the way down there, which is close to that swamp. I don't know if you guys can see it. That mangrove swamp area. But we're still here. We are still here recording. We'll just pause and try to have a view of some of these houses that are on the other side of the road, on the hills. Very nice and beautiful houses. So we are still here and talking about new construction. Yeah, this is one which I think it is in its early stages, but I don't know exactly what this building will be, but I think this is Cold Drive. I think it goes all the way down there. So yeah, this is another construction. As you guys can see, it will be a very tall building, as you can tell from the beams and the rods that are being placed inside the concrete pillars. Yeah. So we continue. That is also another building. And this is also another building. It is a new construction, if I can say, but it is yet to be completed, as you guys can see. But the downstairs is operational. The downstairs is operational, as I think they are selling generators down this other side. I don't know for this what will be of this other side, but yeah. So this other side, I think this is easy bet. You guys can tell. I think it is a new betting establishment, and this is the compound of the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. I think they also have a very large building in the distance, which I think when we approach it there, because it will be very hard to film the building, because I think the fence around the building is higher than that of the building. But yeah, so this is Naskeu Drive. It goes all the way to those swampy mangrove areas. It goes all the way down there. This is also another new building. I think both the first and second floor as for rent. As this downstairs, that is a pharmacy. I mean, this is a satellite provider or TV provider. EHS, Habitat Home Decor. I think this is a high-end home decor store or shop, as you guys can see. It's called Home Decor Habitat. It is at this main Wilkinson Road. It is at this main Wilkinson Road. As you guys can see, there are a lot of very, very huge buildings at this particular road. So I'll just pause and try to go back so you guys can see where we've covered. I think this is a pet shop, Tomorrow's Pet Shop. Low pass, yeah. And Di Grano, I think this is a new Italian restaurant. I'll just try and zoom in so you guys can see, because I'll not be able to go to the other side. It is a new Italian restaurant that I think it was recently opened. It's called Di Grano. It is located at this main Wilkinson Road. So we continue the video. And this building, this particular building, I think this building was once a building that was occupied by one of the telecom providers in the company. The company was called Tigo, but I think they are not presently operational in Sierra Leone, as I think they sold their operations to AfriCell and then they moved away but this was the building that they were occupying. This particular building, it was the building that they were occupying. But yeah, this is Freetown Mall, which is a very large supermarket. It is Freetown Mall, which is a very large supermarket, and I think you can get almost certainly any type of food that you want in this particular supermarket, as some of the goods or the wares that they sell are at the picture in the distance, are on the picture in the distance, as you guys can see. It is called Freetown Supermarket, or it is a very large mall. It is a Freetown Mall. It's a very large mall, as you guys can tell. It is opened every day. This is Brinsley Johnson Drive. An advert of one of the legal betting companies in Sierra Leone, which is Bet Salon. And as always, like I said, most of these posts that are housing these street lights have signs or billboards that advertise different products and services in the country. But yeah, we are still here. That is a car dealership. This is Saku Drive. It goes all the way down there. So that is a service station. As I showed you guys one of their buildings at the main Aberdeen Road, Conex, which is, I think, a petroleum products company. This is one of their service stations at Wilkinson Road. Still here, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Crown, which is a bakery and a restaurant. I think they also offer free delivery services. The restaurant is housed inside there, and there are also other businesses down here. This is the bourbon shop. Still here, still recording, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to as many of your contacts as possible, and hopefully you guys will help me reach 1,000 subscribers, which I think is possible, because I know you guys are great and awesome. So yeah, still here, still exploring this main Wilkinson Road. As you guys can see, most of the buildings at this main road are very tall or huge buildings. I think downstairs is a bakery and a restaurant, and upstairs there's also a restaurant, Hangout, and Safa. I think Hangout is an Indian and multi-cuisine restaurant and bar. Still here, recording, walking, talking, and of course vlogging. So this is also another huge building, as you guys can see. Still here, still recording. And talking about jw.org, the Jehovah's Witnesses compound, I think this other building, I think this houses one of their main headquarters, which I think it is a very, very large compound, but you can never tell to what extent or how huge it is because the compound is always closed. jw.org, I think this is their main headquarters. As you guys can see, watchtower. This is the gate. Only authorized persons are usually entering this building. Khalil and Fatih Auto Spares, this is their building. So I hope you guys can see both sides of the street as clear as possible. Like I told you guys, it is a very, very secured compound. One in which only authorized persons are allowed to enter, which is supposed to be the case. So yeah, new construction. This is another one. Oh, this is another one, but I think it is in its initial stages. But yeah, still here, still recording. Just trying to give you guys a glimpse of some of these houses at this main road. Still here. And this particular video is just a makeup, if I can say, because the day that I filmed that Come Across video, I also did a complete walkthrough of this entire area up to Lumbly. But like I told you guys the last time, I recorded the one part and then the other part, exactly where I started this particular video was where I started. And then I did a walkthrough of this entire area up to Lumley. But unfortunately for me, on that particular day, when I went home and tried to review or try to do a playback of the video, yeah, the video was there, but there was no sound. So I just had to scrap the whole thing. And then today is the fortunate day that I have also decided to do it again. So I hope you guys can bear with me, and as we are also coming very, very, very close to the end of this particular video. And as always, subscribe, as you guys are really, really trying in helping me grow this channel. And as always, thank you. I appreciate you guys a very, very lot. So still here. I think that is a huge land that is being developed, which I think there will be a very, very huge structure that will be placed inside here. As you guys can see, that is a tractor that is presently arranging the layer of the land. But we continue. As for one of my subscribers, just had to show this one to you. As you guys can see, it's still being developed, but I think a huge building will be here. Yes, sir. Still here, and This is the Freetown supermarket. It's a very, very large supermarket inside. Don't be fooled by the entrance outside. It's a very, very large one. But we'll pass and then hopefully try and head for the destination of this particular video. I think that is the showroom of Atul, which is I think a tricycle manufacturer which is based in India. I think these are some of the products that they are selling currently. So yeah, I think this is also another shop that is being, or a mini mart that is being renovated. So at this main road there is a very, very huge hospital, which I think for now it is one of the best hospitals in the country. It is called Life Care, which I think this is one of their branches in the western part of the country. In the western part of the country, and I think they also have one of their branches at the eastern part of the country. But when we get there, I'll show you guys exactly. Still here, still recording. And just to state this main Wilkinson Road has changed a lot, or it has undergone a huge or a very, very rapid development over the years, and I think it deserves to undergo such a development because this is the heart of the West, if I can say that. As you guys can see, most of the houses that are at this particular road are very high rises. There are hotels, there are hospitals, all types of facilities that you will need at this particular area, which I think is a very, very attractive set of facilities or services that most residential areas that develop rapidly are usually in need of. So this is a hotel. This is a hotel. I think it's called the Metro Hotel, but this is it. I think that floor is for parking, and then starting from that floor up to that one is where the residential units are. But it's a very, very nice hotel, very nice and convenient. And of course downstairs there are other enterprises, a pharmacy and an Roadside distributor, distributor. This is a mini mart, Ishwari and Sons. This is Lower Kande Drive. It goes all the way down there. So new construction, talking about new construction, this is one. This is one. This is another huge building, AA Enterprises, which I think they sell furnitures and other electrical appliances furnitures. I can see generating sets, generators, safes, and gas cookers and other household equipment. So yeah, this is the hospital that I was describing to you guys, the Life Care Hospital, which is one of the best hospitals in the West. Life Care, I think they do a range or a lot of good around this particular community. As you guys can see, most of these vehicles that are parked belongs to customers or patients that usually visit the hospital on a daily basis. But yeah, so this is it, the Life Care Hospital. And talking about new construction, that is also another one. As you can see, if I can zoom in there, that's also another one. And that is the Sierra Tower close to it. That is the Sierra Tower close to it. So yeah, so like I initially stated, most of these vehicles that are parked, they belong to patients that usually visit this particular hospital. I think this particular side that you're seeing, this a little structure, I think it is there is a lift that is operational in case of emergency, which I think they usually use, I think just in case of emergencies, because there are stairs on that other side of the hospital. So still here, still a recording, and still here, and I'm at the Lumbly police station, or the Lumbly roundabout. To my left is the Guaranteed Trust Bank Limited. So I'll just stop and then try to take the camera back and show you guys exactly where we've passed. And so yeah, so like I initially stated in my earlier videos, I wonder why this particular Lumbly roundabout was not decorated this year, because that of the Wilberforce roundabout, as you guys saw earlier, it was decorated, but this particular one, I don't know why it was not decorated this year. As you guys can see the condition of it presently. But yeah, we are still here, still recording and coming to the end of the video. As we are almost coming to the end of the video, just trying to show you guys different angles of the present conditions of this particular Wilkinson Road. So I'm presently at Lumley Road, Freetown. Presently at Lumley Road, Freetown, and I'm coming to the end of this particular video. But I think I've already done a video walking on that side, but I think this particular video I will use this side just to give you guys another perspective or another angle of this main Lumbly Road. As you guys can see, there are a lot of shops. This is a very huge building material store, Gassan and Sons, as you guys can see, which is a very huge building. So I think I'll stop the video here. This is also another new building that is almost completed. As you guys can see, it is almost completed, but not yet, but it is almost completed. So this is where I'll stop the video for today. And like I initially told you guys, this road leads exactly to this road leads exactly to the park that I initially told you guys, that the vehicles that are usually parked to take passengers to Mambo, Regent Road, Circular Road, and other destinations, they are usually parked, but I think they have been moved or transferred to another location. But this is exactly how this particular area has been developed so far. But I think I'll have a few walks in just to show you guys how greatly this particular land has developed. Because if I can think back, this particular area, I think there was a very huge bin or a very huge dump at this particular area. There was a dump and a garage, but I think this area has recently been transformed, as you guys can see. But I'll try and walk and show you guys exactly how this other side of this particular area is being changed or is being rapidly developed. And I think when it will be developed, it will be a very huge piece or a plot of land. As you guys can see, this side is already being developed. As you can see, this particular road has been paved, and this is a very huge culvert that has been constructed, as you guys can see. But yeah, as always, it's been turned into a makeshift dump. But yeah, still here, just showing you guys exactly how this particular area has changed. How you do? So yeah, like I told you guys, this place has changed a lot, as you guys can see. I don't know exactly if there will be another road that will be built here that will connect to this other road that leads to Aberdeen, but I think it is possible for that to happen because this side has already been paved. But this is where I'll stop the video for today, and I just want to end at this particular side and show you guys exactly how developed or how this particular side is being rapidly changed or how it is being rapidly developed. So this is where I'll stop the video for today because I think it's been cordoned off, but I hope I'm not stopped. But we'll see, as I'll just try and show you guys how exactly it is being developed very fast or very rapidly. So yeah, still here. Hello. So yeah, this was the park that I described to you guys the last time. I think the very first video that I did on my channel, I just passed. I did not have an entire walkthrough. So this is exactly how this place is being developed. As you guys can see, I think there's construction that is presently going on. I think to build this whole culvert, as I think this whole area is a very important drainage system for this whole community, as I think during the rainy season this particular area is being filled very heavily with water. But yeah, I'll just stand here and try to zoom around and show you guys exactly. As you guys can see, there is construction going on. I think they are trying to construct the culvert, as you guys can see. I think a concreting session is going on, if I can say that. So but yeah, this is exactly how this place has been developed over the years. But this is where I'll stop the video for today. I'll continue reeling and just to give you guys a bonus footage, if I can say that, just so you guys can see exactly how this place has been developed. But because I think this place has a huge potential, if this particular area is developed or if this particular area is developed correctly, as it is a very huge piece of land, or very huge portion of land. As you guys can see, this place was originally a dump, as you guys can see, but I think it is being changed. I think it is being converted. But yeah, so this is exactly how the conditions of this particular park, where they moved the park that I initially showed you guys. But this is where I'll stop the video for today. I'll just pan the camera around and show you guys. So there is where we walked to the entrance and then came all the way here. So yeah, this is where I'll stop the video for today, and until I catch you guys at the next one. So this is the front of the entrance. That is the entrance of the main road. So this is the front. I'll just stand here and pan the camera around so you guys can see exactly how this place is being transformed. And I really believe that this place, once it's been transformed properly, to be a very huge piece of land, and I think the government will benefit greatly from this huge piece of land. But yeah, and because I think there are inhabitants at this particular area, but I think they've all been, I think they have been relocated. I don't know where, but this is exactly how it is being transformed. But I'll just stand here and try to give you a glimpse of exactly how this particular area has, or is being transformed over the years. So yeah.